What's going on YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. XDefiant is releasing a new update today, one that addresses a few issues with snipers and a couple other minor bug fixes. But this isn't the type of update that instills any confidence within the community. This is not an update that addresses the main concerns this community has with this game. There's nothing in this update regarding ranked play. There's nothing in this update regarding new content coming into the game. And I'm not talking maps or game modes necessarily. Of course, we'd love to hear about their S&D style game mode, but nothing has come up recently. I'm talking more about challenges and things to do game to game for players. And lastly, nothing really in here about the constant dying behind walls and hit detection problems that have persisted for many months now. This is all in all a nothing burger of an update. And it comes at a very disappointing time and concerning time for XDefiant, as overall sentiment towards this game is dwindling, is becoming overwhelmingly negative, and players are just finding other games to play. With major titles coming out over the next few months, it seems as if XDefiant is going to become more and more of an afterthought and being pushed further and further on the back burner for players. Some players migrating over to Madden or College Football 25, players migrating over to the Delta Force Hawk Ops alpha that seems to be delivering more on promises than what XDefiant was able to do, and of course we have the Black Ops 6 beta that comes out shortly as well. All of this is going to lead to a decline in players for XDefiant. And this seems to be a very critical month for XDefiant, as they need to start setting the precedent that, hey, we can do this. We can get this under wraps. We can get a handle on the situation and improve the game. But as I've seen over the last few patches, they haven't been able to address the core issues in the game. Yes, there was a small update with ranked play last update, but nothing major enough to resurrect that game mode. And it seems like XDefiant is hellbent in saying the right things, but not delivering with action. And I'll bring back the old adage. Actions speak louder than words. You can say everything you want on Twitter and on Reddit and talk as if you've got your situation handled, your ducks in a row. But the actions that I've seen over the last few weeks are very disheartening, very concerning, as it feels like XDefiant is not living up to the potential it has and is being directly held back by developer incompetence. And I don't want to say that about XDefiant, because I've felt that this development team is different than what we've had in the past. But they're seemingly making the same mistakes that we see with so many other development teams, where they're over-promising and under-delivering. And it's very concerning to me, very disheartening, very disappointing. I have such high hopes for this game, and I want it to succeed. I don't like the current state that it's in. I want it to improve. But it just seems like we're not getting any action in that department. Nothing is moving the game forward. And the concerns about XDefiant has made me go to other games. I've played some Black Ops Cold War recently. I've been playing some Halo Infinite recently. Heck, I've even fallen head over heels for this new Modern Warfare 2 Remastered mod that's going to be implemented in Modern Warfare Remastered for Steam. Like, that's what I'd rather play, and I'm very curious about Delta Force Hawk Ops as well. All of this is leading me away from XDefiant, and so many other players away from the game. As good of intentions as there was for this game, the delivery of those intentions are there for us, and it just misses the mark. It's been a disappointing experience. It's one that I really wish was better. And unfortunately, it has failed to capture on its potential. It has failed to capture this community and done anything of importance. Like, I'd love to go through these patch notes and tell you, hey, guess what? Ranked play, all those changes they talked about a couple weeks ago, they're here. That new S&D game mode, it's here. They've done a bunch of other changes to the factions and to the weapons to make the game feel reinvigorating. They added challenges and prestige into the game. But that's not where we're at. And it feels as if we're playing a game through its beta instead of through its entire release cycle. And it's just at the point now where how much longer can I get hopeful about a new update addressing the core concerns only to be let down? This feels exactly the way I do when it comes to Call of Duty and its main problems. They still persist, nothing changes, and I want it to change because I want the game to be better. But instead, I have to look elsewhere for that itch to be scratched. And XDefiant's just not doing it anymore. Sure, I'll hop in for a game here and there, and I'll have fun because the game at its core is still good. That experience is still there. But the inconsistencies show up, and once they do, it ruins that play session. I could have 3 or 4 really good games in a row that don't have any issues whatsoever. No netcode issues, no hit detection issues, and you see what this game can do. Then you have that one game where the netcode just doesn't want to be your friend, and it is incredibly unfun. And then you're reminded that, hey, all your dailies are done. What else do you have to grind for? And I'm not somebody who only wants to use one weapon and grind it all the way to level 400. I mean, if it happens along the way, great. But I'd rather use a myriad of different weapons, and I'm not really earning anything in the game. And maybe that's a me problem, but again, I just don't feel as if this game has accomplished much in terms of capturing its audience, in terms of rewarding its audience. I mean, they're very quick to promote new bundles in the game that are extremely overpriced, but they're not quick to fix the game. They're not quick to address the main concerns. And then you have Mark Rubin, who hasn't tweeted yet in the month of October. The month of August. And this is a guy that was hell-bent on setting the standard, and we just haven't seen it. And of course, he's probably working hard, but again, communicating, letting us know was their strong suit, and they've just kind of stopped doing that. And I can only be so positive for so long, and you can call me a negative Nancy, you can say that I'm being too negative towards your game, that's fine. But I expect more, I just do. They set the standard, and now they're falling. And unfortunately, the game is failing as a result. I really hope that XDefiant picks it up here. I hope that the next patch, 1.5, is the patch that hits for this game. Or they start actually delivering some real communication regarding the feedback that we've sent them over and over and over again. There's no more, we're working on it. It's, this is the timeline. This is what it's going to take. Please be patient. Because, hey, if it's a complete strip down and rebuild, and by October 15th, the game is ready, it's going to be the best it's ever been, Season 2 is going to launch without an issue, I'm all for it. I'll support the game a little bit in September. October comes around, I'll be there singing the praises of XDefiant. But we're just not there yet. And I need some action. Words only go so far. So that's how I feel right now. If you want to see the patch notes, I'll link them down below in the description as I always do. So I thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Let me know how you feel about XDefiant right now down below in the comment section. And I'll see you guys next time.